Are you satisfied with the amount and quality of work you get done? If you think there is still some room for improvement, you'll get to know some useful tips here on how to make yourself more productive. First and foremost, have a regulated day. That means you get up at the same time, start working at the same time, have a daily schedule, a to-do list that you can check off. The key to a successful start into your next day is to prepare everything the night before. So no matter if you have to work from home or if you have to leave in the morning, you might want to clear your desk and make it an inviting desk to go back to work at. The perfect time for that are the last 5 minutes of your workday to prepare for the next day. Also, if you have to leave the house in the morning, make sure you pack your bag or prepare your outfit the night before. By doing this, you will reduce the barrier and make you have an easier start. Physical activity. Maybe you get to walk to school. This is already a great start because it will get your circulation going. But also try to include physical exercise throughout your day. Maybe do some yoga or stretching between study sessions. Know that only 15 minutes of exercise will already increase the oxygen in your body and make you more productive. Work in time blocks. Try to work in time blocks of 1 or 2 hours straight, especially if it's on one single project. If you feel you have trouble getting into work and starting, try techniques like the Pomodoro method. More about that in my course. Have a separated workspace. If you have a room in which you live and work, try to separate these two areas. Make it easy for your brain to understand where it needs to focus and where it's allowed to relax. Work clothes. Even if you study or work from home, don't sit there in your pajamas. It's okay to be comfortable, but your brain needs to understand that there is work to get done and that it's not facing a day relaxing on the couch. Minimize distraction. Don't think, I'll just check my messages for a sec or go through my likes on social media, because your brain needs to refocus. It needs new concentration to go back to the task it was working on. If you do get a message, you need to know that it's not always necessary to answer right away. In some cases, it might be even okay to sleep on it or answer important messages the day after. Prioritize. If you have a to-do list, make sure you know which task to start with, which one to continue, and so on. You might want to use techniques like the ABC method or the Eisenhower principle. More on that in my course. Single tasking. Try to work on one project at a time. Your brain cannot focus on multiple projects at the same time. You need to finish one task before starting a new one, and even take a break in between so you can refocus better. It can be overwhelming to have multiple projects going on at the same time, especially if they're unfinished. Completing projects will give you a feeling of order. Back up your work. My tip is to have at least one external hard drive and regularly update it. This is in addition to your cloud storage like Dropbox, Evernote, or Google Drive. As soon as you start writing an important paper or thesis, saving your work in different places is essential. You don't want to lose all that hard work. Don't forget about free time. Even if you have a busy study day at home, you should include some social contacts or doing sports. Taking your mind off things sometimes helps you reflect and think more clearly. So go on a walk or do some yoga whenever you feel stuck or you think you need a break. This might actually help you come up with some creative thoughts. You need to have some balance, otherwise all your new productive work habits will seem too overwhelming and you will break them soon. If you have more questions regarding your study process, such as how often should I take breaks and what should I do in those breaks in order to support memorization? Is it more effective to study in one spot or have different study spots in order to remember better? And is it better to study similar subjects after each other, such as different languages, or is it better to have different subjects one after the other, such as starting with math, continuing with Spanish, and then biology? Check out my course on test preparation. I will explain in more detail there. I can't wait to see you there.